At some point, you're going to start making some finishing touches to your article to get it ready to send out into the real world for people to read. One thing I like to think about is sentence length. So let's take a look at an article and start to wrap our mind around how long sentences should be. So here's an article about a bear in Mongolia. It's a rare bear. It's a very long article actually, and what I did was copied all the text and I pasted it here into a Google document. I removed all the pictures and videos and advertisements, and I turned everything to size 12 font. And so, as I said, it's very long. It's like 8 pages long. And what I did was I started to count every single word in every single sentence, and I started to keep track of it. And so I put it down here at the bottom. So let me zoom in here. I found some sentences had only 2 words, and that happened twice. And some sentences had 3 words, and that happened twice. Some sentences had 4 words, and that happened 3 times. So in this article, there were some sentences with 5 words, and that happened twice. There was 2 sentences with 5 words, and 6 sentences with 6 words, and so on and so forth. All the way till there was one sentence that had 40 words, and there was one sentence that had 39 words. So that's not very helpful, right? It's not a really good lesson. Please write a sentence that's somewhere between 2 words and 40 words. It doesn't help us very much. So what I did was turn it into a graph, and this gives us a bit of a better picture. So I can see over here, these sentences with 2 and 3 and 4 words, they're fairly rare. Again, sentences with 29 and above, 29 words and above, there's not very many, less than 4 occurrences. But here we have sentences that are 14, 15 words. They're happening most often. So that's our average. Sentences that are around 14 and 15 words. I did a little research and I looked up this lady. Her name is Anne Wiley. She's a writing guru. She helps people write in the real world, and she talks about some research that you can go, the link is here. I'll put the link below the video. She talked about an American Press Institute study, and here's what it said. A sentence that has up to 8 words, there's 100% comprehension, 100% understanding. When I get to 9 to 14 words, I'm at 90% understanding, and 15 to 18 words, 80%. So our average was right in here, about 14 or 15 words in a sentence. Our comprehension is at 80 or 90%. When I get up into the 40s, my comprehension is dropping dramatically. So I want to keep my sentences fairly short. So here's what I discovered. If I come up here and just highlight the first line of text, and then I count, I'm gonna go to word count here and just see, it's at 15 words. Okay, I'm just gonna test a few lines, just one line of text. I'm gonna test this, another 15 words. Next one I'll test. Let's see how long this one is. 11 words, so there must have been some longer words in there. Let's check the next one. That one's at 18, and let's check one more just to see how many words are typically in one line. 15. So we can say to ourselves, all right, one line of text when it's size 12 font, that's about our average. So now if I go and highlight my entire sentence, I don't have to count. I don't have to count the words in my sentences. I know just by looking, that's more than the average. That's more than 15. Highlight the next sentence. Again, this author has a sentence that's longer than the average of 15. So I know the comprehension is down. This one could be very close to 15. This one is about one line, very close to 15. So it takes me almost no time to highlight a sentence and think to myself, that's a short sentence. Nobody's going to be confused by this sentence. It's nice and short, okay? But if I see a sentence, here's another short, sweet sentence. But if I have a sentence that's really long, there's going to be some difficulty with understanding. I'll go back now and check my own writing. So this is my passive solar example. I can just quickly highlight after I've written, oh, that's a fine sentence. It's under 15. This one's a little over. So I'm gonna check, do I want the sentence that long? Can I shorten it up? Okay, same thing, ooh, nice and short. But if I'm highlighting one sentence like this, whoa, it's really long. comprehension is going to be down and grammar mistakes are going to be up. That's 2 reasons to keep my sentences short, to keep comprehension high and keep grammar mistakes low. The longer my sentence, the more chances I have of making a grammar error. If I have a short sentence with only, just a little bit of punctuation in there, there's a better chance I'm getting that punctuation correct. Okay, so that's the strategy that I encourage you to use. After you've written a paragraph or half a page or you've finished your whole article, go back and highlight each sentence. Check how long they are. Do I want you to make sure every single sentence is exactly 15 words? No, that's ridiculous. We're going to have some sentences shorter, some a little longer. But I do want you to highlight your sentences. And if you see a sentence that's really, really long, you should probably think about shortening that sentence up. Okay? Keep going with that article. Contact me if you need help.